Chapter 5, Mirror on the Wall. Tomorrow did not go as planned. Bill's ex-wife Nevaeh had not been honest and had sent the boys to the house last week with a sickness bug. Archie decided to play it safe and not to try the ridges. He was also mindful of the high winds and did not want to be compared to a kite on the top of Glencoe. They had decided to stay at Perth. He picked up his spirits and as he walked along the River Tay. The sun was baking down, and the air was crisp with the cold. The Tay reminded him of the rapidly unfolding deep mystery that was before him, and the willow on the other side of the river in front of a historic Perth dwelling reminded him of the sorrows of the girl's tale. Such lovely homes and gardens warmed his heart. Through the natural scenes he saw which he now knew were in his blood. Filled with the spirit of magic of the glen, what would the day bring? He thought, who would he meet? And would he find more to his tale? After eating a meal with his uncle, which he enjoyed but could not seem to share his tale, he viewed a grey heron along the banks of the river. Interested in nature, Archie took the turn and went over the river on a stone bridge, with massive boulders in the middle which led the way. He turned to the right towards Lunkerty, and he turned his attention back to the river and returned back to the city of Perth. After his walk, Archie's feet throbbed from the wearing on his heel. In pain from the long walk, his Uncle Bill offered him some painkillers. Bill and Archie headed back to the hotel room. Bill looked into the black ebony-framed mirror. Its line caressing the ridges, its flowing tides moving towards the shimmering reflection of his worn countenance. Then he retired to his separate room. 5 years ago, Bill's wife Nevaeh had declared that they were no longer in love. Bill was tired of the situation, but his mum and dad had always taught him to uphold marriage, so he clung on to a burning rope until his hands were so scorched that he could not hold on to another rope or barely look on it again. Being near her brought out the worst of feelings that Bill could not get rid of. Today Archie lay in his bed and as if in a fugue. He drifted out of consciousness and back in again. He looked at the mirror and it was a surreal experience. It was as if the mirror spoke to him and reality dawned for a minute. Perhaps there was something he had to learn, but in that brief moment he aligned himself with God or whoever was in charge right now. It fueled his wanderlust, but tonight in the quiet room he thought of his real father, mother, and kin, and the mirror spoke to him again, rippling and in a broad Scots dialect. "It is a relic you seek." A relic? What was this? Tomb Raider? Archie was unsure if he had taken too many painkillers or if he was communing with the gods of Scotland's past.